Right, imagine there's two versions of you. DeMarcus thinks that all his calories are the same, so he binges McDonald's and keeps eating all his dusty Doritos and crisps. He doesn't know what healthy eating is, so when he bulks up, he just gets fat. Now the other, Maximus Thrax Aurelian III. He knows his body is a temple. The food he eats is his fuel. He avoids all the corporate garbage and uses his extra energy to lift heavier weights. Decide who you want to be. No bullshit, straight up. Bulking is essentially eating more calories than your maintenance calories. And I know you're going to hate me for saying that because you expected some sort of magical tip, magical secret that I'm going to know that's going to help you bulk up. Understand that that is the basics of bulking. You have a maintenance calories, a set amount of calories that you can eat in a day to stay the same weight that you are. If you eat above those calories and don't burn more than you're eating, then you're going to gain weight. I'm going to try my best to not waste your time in this video, and I have no intention to, other than now where I have to be a YouTuber, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to be a YouTuber. For anyone new, my name is Vanch, and I upload 2 self-improvement videos a day. Yes, 2, not 1. It's better than 1. So click on subscribe and the post notifications so you can see those 2 notifications come up on your phone whenever I upload. Yeah, I'll be hitting you up, man. I'll be hitting you up. So click down, subscribe, post notifications. You'll see more of my videos, you'll watch more of my videos, and then we'll get to have like a cute relationship with each other. So do that. Subscribe, post notifications. The first thing I want you to do after what the hell just happened? The first thing I want you to do after this video is over is to go online and type in like I think it's something like calorie calculator. Search that up. It'll be the first thing that comes up. You put in your age, your weight, and your height, and it will tell you basically around how much you should be eating in a day based on those 3 metrics, and that is your maintenance calories. Those are the calories that you eat to stay at the same weight without gaining or losing weight. Now you're trying to bulk. It will tell you how much you need to eat to be in a calorie surplus. It will say like 100, 200 or 300 calories to be in a calorie surplus and how much you should be eating in a day. You take that amount of calories, right? You write it down somewhere and then you track your calories through a day. The thing is, tracking calories is a bit difficult. Like even for me, I don't really like tracking calories because it means that I have to like weigh my food and then this and this. It's just a bit long. So with complete authenticity to you, with the way I track it is just by eating more than I would usually. So I kind of know around how much I'm eating in a day. So if I just eat more than I would usually, I'm in a surplus. So I kind of know from that point that, you know, I'm bulking. But if you are able to track your calories, essentially this is what you'll do. You'll take your calories, right? Now how many ever you're supposed to eat. You eat that much in a day. And you do that for a week straight. A week or so. And then you track your weight at the start of the week, then you track your weight at the end of the week. And then within that week, if your weight has gone up in a trend, it has gone up by a few kilos like you've expected, not a few kilos, but your weight's gone up like you've expected because you've been eating more, then you stay on the same calorie surplus. Whereas if you've stayed on that surplus that's told you and you haven't gained weight, then you just eat more food. And if anything, if you keep losing weight, then you have to eat even more food. You increase the surplus even more. It's as simple as that. And even if you're not tracking your own calories like me, if you don't track your own calories, then this is what you do. You eat more throughout the week. So your mum gives you food and whatever, you take your serving. Instead of taking how much serving, you maybe add like 2 more spoons of the serving. Like instead of the amount of rice you usually take, or instead of the amount of rotis or parathas you would take, just take 1 or 2 more. And eat more of that throughout the week. And then if your weight has gone up, as you've expected by the end of the week, then you keep staying in that sort of surplus. Whereas if it stayed the same and it hasn't gone up, then you just start eating more and you just take off the quantity of what you're eating rather than the amount of calories that you're getting. And now if it's gone down, then you eat even more. So that means you just have to eat more food, and that can be pretty difficult. So the best way to get more calories in, then you have liquid calories. And liquid calories are essentially where you just blend up the food into a liquid. And I don't mean like a fucking rice and blend it and then drink it down. I mean like when you make a protein shake. When you have protein powder, you mix it into this little shaker and then you put milk in it, you put some fruits in it. Those are liquid calories. Now you can add more calories to those shakes by putting things such as peanut butter inside of it. The thing is, peanut butter obviously not being that healthy, you're kind of going into dirty bulk territory and you don't really want to go there. You want to stay healthy. So essentially what you do, you put more fruits into it, or you'll maybe add some oats into it. You're trying to add more calories into your liquid so that you can just drink it down and get more calories through the day. So you're essentially bulking because you're eating more, but it's easier to consume because they're liquid calories and you're drinking them, so it's much easier to consume. Now you see, there's no point of bulking and eating more if you aren't going to put them to use. So what you're going to do after you start eating more, you'll notice that you're going to have much more energy. You'll be much more active in the gym. You'll be able to lift heavier weights. Keep that in mind. You're able to lift heavier and you'll be much more active. So what I want you to do is, anytime when you start bulking, I want you to start lifting heavy. You can get into power building, powerlifting, whatever it is that you feel like doing, or even when you're doing calisthenics, start doing more weighted movements. Don't go down to the lower weights to try, control reps and whatever. Start going heavy. So that means shoulder press, go heavy. That means barbell bicep curls, go a bit heavier. That means on your squats, go heavier. On anything that you're doing, go heavier, because you're bulking, you have more energy, you have more strength. Use that as a stimulus to grow. And if you use that bulk, you use that energy that you have to lift heavier weights with more reps as well, you're going to see growth in your muscles alongside with you getting bigger. So you don't want to just eat, because that means you're just going to get fat. You want to eat and train hard with heavier weight. And that's how you're going to get bigger or get the benefits of your bulk. So make sure you keep that into account. Heavier weights, you can do more reps, but make sure the weights are heavier so you're actually utilizing that extra energy you have. And then calorie surplus, if your weight has not gone up by the end of the week, you eat more. If it's gone down, then you eat more. If it's gone up, then you stay on the same surplus, unless you want to get into dirty bulk territory. Again, as I said, don't do that, because then you just get fat and then it's a big process to get all the way back down. The foods that I would say that you want to eat more of is obviously you want to get more protein in, so that means more chicken, more eggs, more meat in general. And if you get all these in while you're eating more of these, I guarantee you, first of all, you won't get fat if you're just eating more meat and you're eating more eggs and all these other good foods that are good for your testosterone, that are good for your muscle building and protein. You won't get fat from them, but you will get bigger. One thing I have noticed is that because of the food you eat, your body composition will change. If you eat good food, you will have a leaner physique and you'll just look, the proportions will look much better. I don't know how it works and how the science is behind it, but it just does. So when you eat better foods, you actually get fat in places that aren't less attractive, if you know what I mean. Like, if you hold more fat in your stomach and you change what you're eating, like into healthier foods instead of the shit processed food you're eating, you'll notice that less fat is around your stomach and less fat is around the places that you actually want to look good. It's like the fat gets spread around your body a bit more and everywhere just looks good and equal. So focus on the foods that you're eating, because that means you can keep a good body composition, and it also means that you can get more energy through that, because when you eat the processed foods like it's like fucking dairy milk chocolate bars, you won't feel as energized as if you're eating like meat and strawberries and stuff, which means that you won't have as much energy for the gym to actually grow. So focus on what you eat more of it, and then train hard with heavy weights to the gym. That is how you bulk, and that's all you have to do. I know it's not only what you have to do, but that's like that. It's hard in itself, but that's the basics of bulking. And if you follow what I've just told you, that is genuinely how you'll get bigger. So there's no excuse to that. There's no excuse for you to tell me, oh, I can't eat more. I don't want to hear all of this, like I have a high metabolism. All this high metabolism bullshit. You know what that is? It's essentially you just saying that you don't want to eat more food. But you can. If you have a high metabolism, that means that the food that you eat gets cut down really quickly and you're not able to gain as much weight. So just eat more. That's the basic argument towards it, and there's a basic shutdown to that argument. So eat more, train harder. That's your bulking advice. So take it. And that's it. Thank you for watching, man. Go get that shit. Love.